I remember the first time I saw Google, bloggers were going gaga over it. I just didn't see why until I used it a few times and compared it not to the design of other search engines at the time, but to the utility of what Google provided. And that is when I ultimately switched, because I started looking at results, less at what the web page was designed like. And I was kind of picky back in the day. I guess some would say that I'm just as picky today. But Google's design ethos wasn't the thing that won me over. It was how it really genuinely made things easier to get to. It's kind of hard to imagine what life was like before we had search engines in general, but Google specifically. And I really do believe, after having experienced just about every search engine that was released before Google, you really had to remember things. You had to work your way around machine language to be able to find the things that you were looking for. And this kind of trained us, to not use natural language when searching for things. And Google has always been trying to push that envelope. And they really did a good job by delivering results, even in the beginning, without really requiring you to think differently about what it was you were looking for. And I think that was how I became enamored with Google's search. And I've continued to use Google as well as other products, but I keep going back to Google for search. And even though I don't think that Google's on the right track with every one of their products, I like that they constantly iterate. They constantly are in the state of flux and change. And I don't think they rest on their laurels for too long. They're always moving forward. And some people, especially older generations, don't like that. They don't want things to change when they like the way things work. But I'm the kind of guy who does like change and appreciates when things get better over time. It's when they don't get better and change, that's when I become a bit concerned. But Google hasn't really done that with any of their products, and I like the fact that I don't know when I'm going to get a quote-unquote upgrade for software or some service, and that to me is kind of thrilling. It's one of the reasons why I like Google.